Welcome to the video solutions for day 5 of Barvember. So, question 1. I have £2. Our basic bar model element is a bar representing a number, and if we know this number, we write it in the bar. I have 4 times as much. So Dora here has 4 times as much. So we're going to use the same size bar as we did with Alex there, and instead of one part, this bar is 4 times longer with 4 parts. And whenever we see this concept of equal parts, this is a big clue in our bar modelling that we've either got some multiplication or division to do. But our question is not to find out how much Dora gets, it's to find out how much they have in total. So that's between them. And in total, we use a curly bracket to say that we're going to be adding up the values in our bars, and our question mark is a key bar modeling element to indicate what we want. So all that information from the picture about Alex, Dora, and the question is now included here. So how we're going to do our maths here, as I suggested, all of these bars are the same, all these parts are the same, so they're each worth £2. They're all the same, so we're going to do a multiplication, and there's our answer. Okay, question 2. Now, a very key question at the start of most bar modelling exercises is, how many bars do I think we need here? Now, I'm going to go for 2 because we've got Sonia and we've got her older sister. So first line, Sonia is 15 years old. Our bar to represent our number, we know it, it's 15, we write it in it. She has an older sister. Now do make sure that you label your models clearly. Okay, so we've got a label to say this is Sonia's bar, and we've now got her sister's bar. Now we know this is bigger because we're told that the sister is older. We don't know how much older, but we know that she's older. We know that the sum of Sonia and her sister's ages are 36. So as in question 1, we're going to use our curly bracket to indicate that the total of these 2 bars is 36. So how much younger than her sister is Sonia? Well, here's our double-headed arrow element, and we see this all the time, but with different words in English. So more than, less than, fewer, greater, difference between, and here we're seeing it younger. How much younger than her sister is Sonia? And of course, that's the question we're asked, so that's why we put our question mark there. Now I'm going to let you follow the maths through yourself, in that here we've indicated that part of her sister's bar is 15. We know that because it lines up with Sonia's bar, and we've now got a large chunk of our 36, so whatever's left must be the difference. So you follow the maths through. If you've got any questions, ask your teacher, who will be more than happy to help. Question 3. Same starting point. How many bars will I need here? Now, I'm going to do this question twice for you because there are two approaches. You might say, well, I think there are going to be 2 bars, one for socks, one for gloves. Alternatively, you might say, well, I think there's just going to be 1 bar representing the amount of money, which is £46, and I'm going to break that up into different parts. And that's the example I'm going to do first of all, but I will do it with 2 bars as well, so you can see how that goes. So there are my 2 pairs of socks, and here are my 3 pairs of gloves. And the 2 red parts are equal and the 3 green parts are equal, but the red and the green parts are different from one another. Now we know that the socks cost £6.50, and we know that the total is £46. So let's put in the total with a curly bracket, and let's put in those £6.50s. Okay. So what we are asked is, what is the cost of a pair of gloves? So we're going to pop a question mark in one of our green parts, because that's a pair of gloves. We're not wanting to know what 3 pairs of gloves is. We're wanting to know what a pair of gloves is. So that's one pair of gloves. So first things first, we're going to say, look, if 46 is all of this lot, then let's get rid of our 2 pairs of socks, which add up to 13. And that's going to tell me that my 3 pairs of gloves total £33. They're equal parts. So I can do a division calculation, divide by 3, and there we are. I know what each pair of gloves is. Now, let's see what that looks like with two bars. Okay, so there are they're exactly the same as previously, but instead of 1 bar, I've split it into 2. 1 for socks, 1 for gloves. Filling in my £6.50, my question mark, and the maths is going to follow through in exactly the same way. That if we know that the total of socks and gloves is 46, then we can take away the socks to find out how much the gloves will be. And there's our £33, representing 3 pairs of gloves, exactly the same as previously. Okay. Question 4. The mass of 3 identical cubes and 1 sphere is £1.40. Well, 3 identical cubes, so 3 parts the same and 1 different, and that total should be a curly bracket to be 140. The sphere is 32 grams heavier, so this difference here is going to be 32 grams. So it's 32 grams plus a cube. 4 equal parts, 1 different. We're going to get rid of the different one. There we go. And our 4 equal parts are now worth 108. Equal parts, division calculation. There we go. Okay, so I hope those have been useful, the video solutions for day 5 of Barvember. I hope you're enjoying it. Any questions, go back to your teacher with them, but please try and do 1 appropriate question every day. Bye for now.